First play from scrimmage, Napoleon Kaufman. He was still at Elba the last time they played. Look at him go, 80 yards, touchdown, just like that. There he is. Lead at 7-0. After an Ike Hilliard touchdown, pass from Danny Cannell makes it 7-7. Jeff George sacked 10 times last week. Michael Strahan had a couple of sacks himself for the Giants last week. There's the sack. Look at Strahan bulldoze.
I would say this defines the power rush as you watch Michael Strahan on Lincoln Kennedy. He just takes him, gets under his pad, pushes him right back to the quarterback, and then gets his sack.
The first defensive series of the third quarter, a nightmare for Oakland. They lead at 10-7. Brad Dom DeLuiso off the infield. It's good. A 42-yard field goal holding on Oakland, so automatic first down for the Giants. They take the points off the board, and they get going again. Danny Cannell to Hattie. Chris Callaway, 14-10 Giants. Raiders charged with 4 penalties in the first series of the second half. Giants down 20-17 with 47 seconds to go. Greg Davis has kicked the 26-yard field goal. Danny Cannell to Joe Jurevicius, broken up by Charles Woodson. And Eric Turner sack forces 4th down, and then Turner does one better. He picks off Danny Cannell, and the Raiders even their mark at 1-1. Same for the Giants. They win it 20-17 as Kaufman rushed for 139 yards.
Many things dear, but the top of their totem pole is reserved for the founder of the Raiderettes. Napoleon Kaufman deserves a place of honor for an 80-yard touchdown that was last Sunday's very first play from scrimmage.
Midfield, he may go. 40, 30, he's gone. 20, 15, 10, 5, touchdown.
As a runner, Kaufman can really split, but as a blocker, he went splat, courtesy of Jesse Armstead. The Giants registered 5 sacks, and Danny Cannell passed for 2 scores in a tight contest.
Cannell, back in the pocket, pumps, throws over the middle, pass complete to the goal line. Hilliard, touchdown as he reaches in.
New York assumed a 14-10 third quarter advantage.
Cannell pump and go, left corner looking for Callaway, touchdown! Boy, he is graceful.
But after Oakland regained the lead with less than 2 minutes remaining, Cannell was thwarted by Eric Turner, who earned a sack and a pick on consecutive plays.
Cannell back, looks, throws over the middle, intercepted by Turner at midfield. This will do it. To the far sideline, steps out of bounds.
Raider fans will again get to demonstrate their fabled pride and poise when the home team hosts the Broncos this week. At least they weren't suffering jet lag.
12 o'clock, they think it's 10 o'clock, dog. They ain't woke yet. Let's go, baby! Time to breathe some fire. Time to breathe some fire. Let's go, baby.
The only way we gonna get what we want to get is everybody be held accountable. Get your damn job done today. Get it done.
Play football, 4 quarters. We start fast and finish on. He's stinking, bust on 3. 1, 2, 3. What?
The Raiders' early offense was provided by Napoleon Kaufman, who set up a first quarter field goal on his way to 116 yards on the ground.
You fake in and come out, and I'm gonna fake out and come in.
Whatever number 96 Darrell Russell did, it worked, as he encountered little resistance breaking into the backfield.
When you fake Olay, I'm gonna fake Olay outside. Come in, it's gonna be wide as.
Russell continued to bull his way through the line, unfettered by a Cowboy offense seemingly out of sync.
You come around, you stay on that inside guy now. You stay on the inside guy, so the fullback now can take the appropriate guy.
Hey, 766! 766!
And it's a drop and a pass by Garrett. Throws, and it is intercepted at the goal line by Woodson.
Just be sound, you know what I mean? If you see something crazy, you're ready to throw it high. Because they're well below. Good drive, man. Some great throws.
Nice going, Randy.
While the Raider offense proved no better, on this day, Lady Luck wore silver and black.
It is tipped and caught by Gitt. He's going to go in for a touchdown as the ball was bobbled.
Hits him in the shoulder. Left shoulder pad, bounces up in the air. James Jett says, thank you very much, and it's a Raiders touchdown.
And let's keep working. Let's keep working. We got to make something happen, okay? Somebody make a damn play!
The playmaker for Dallas turned out to be not Michael Irvin, but the incomparable Deion Sanders.
Straight up to the 30, 35, a wiggle, 40 outside, 50, side to the 40. He beats the punter. Sideline to the 20. And he's caught from behind at the Oakland Raiders 15-yard line.
Though the return yielded no points, it got the offense back on track. Down 10 with just 6 minutes remaining, quarterback Jason Garrett beat a Raider blitz, connecting with Billy Davis on a 55-yard catch and carry, giving Garrett an opportunity to improve to 4-0 as a Cowboys starter.
And Garrett pitch left. Emmitt Smith a block to the goal line. Touchdown, Cowboys.
And we have a football game now.
I feel your power over there, homeboy. I feel your power.
But Garrett is no Aikman, and Dallas's chance for another quarterbacking legend fluttered away in the Texas air.
Right down the middle of the field, and it is intercepted by Eric Turner in the end zone. Eric Turner may have just won the game with a late INT.
Way to go, Bruce.
We got one more big game on the road next week. So West Coast game, we got to sharpen it up. God bless you. It's a big win for us. Enjoy the plane home, man.
From the cacti. First quarter, Raiders 7-3. They're trailing 7-3. Jeff George scrambling. Pulls up with a bad pain in the groin. He had to leave the game. Did not return. 7-6 Arizona second quarter. Jake Plummer, Rob Moore, 12 yards, 14-6 Arden Alleys.
Yeah, you take a look at Charles Woodson on the coverage here. He's got his eyes in the backfield, but remember, he has great speed and comes within an eyelash right there, preventing a completion that turns into a touchdown.
Still the second quarter. Plummer, Adrian Moreau, it's Charles Woodson. 46 yards, touchdown. Boy, you know he's good if Willie Brown says you can wear my number. 16-14. There he is.
And we talk about keeping your eyes in the backfield. This time it pays off. You see Woodson right there. He's taking a great look at the quarterback, following his eyes, and he knows he's gone once he gets it.
First of what they hope will be many for Charles Woodson. Fourth quarter, Cardinals down by 3, and Andre Wadsworth forces a fumble for Donald Hollis. It's a wild scramble, rubbing, stumbling. J.B. Brown falls on it for Arizona. 4th and 3, 21 seconds left. Jake the Snake. We've seen him do it before. First down. Tick, 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 tick. He spiked the ball. Clock stop. 5 seconds left. Joe Nedney for a 56-yard attempt. No. Eric Turner taunted him. Vince Tobin changes his mind. Plummer to Metcalf. They tried to pick up a few yards. With 5 seconds left, the gamble doesn't work. They try to make it like a 54-yard attempt or a 52-yard attempt. That's why they lose the games. Raiders 23 and the Cardinals 20 as Jake the Snake Plummer sacked 3 times, couldn't pull off the victory.
Despite all the clowning around, the Oakland Raiders were hoping that Jeff George wouldn't become a punching bag for the Cardinals. It was no laughing matter on Sunday, though, as Jake Plummer threw the first punches with 2 early touchdown passes.
The end zone is caught for the touchdown by McWilliams. He scores.
Rob Moore got behind Charles Woodson to give the Cardinals a 14-6 lead. But last year's Heisman Trophy winner would get revenge by stepping in front of a Plummer pass to score his first NFL touchdown and give the Raiders their first lead. In for an injured George, Donald Hollis scored what proved to be the game-winning touchdown.
Here goes Hollis running to his right. He pumps, he stops, he's hit, he got it across the goal line, he's down, he scores.
With the win, the 3-2 Raiders are very much alive in the AFC West.
Charles Woodson, the rookie, against Ryan Leaf. Will this be a duel of them? Well, we do remember the Rose Bowl when Woodson's Michigan Wolverines beat the Cougs of Washington State. Before the game, Al Davis trying to just win, baby. Laterio Grishaw looking at Leo Arabuz, who punted and punted and punted so many times. He punted for an NFL record 16 times. It's a 3-0 Charger lead. Ryan Leaf picked off by Marquis Desad Walker. Pulled from the game as Leaf was picked off 4 times and sacked 3 times. It's 6-0. They need Trevor Hoffman for a save. 6-0 San Diego. Bring him in. Minute and a half to go. Uh-oh. Hoffman delivers. No, it's Wade Wilson in relief of Donald Hollis to James Jett. Are you kidding? It's 6-0 with a minute and a half to go. And now here's a bomb for a touchdown. Craig Wheelahan in. Freddie Jones, first down. 4th and 7 at the 38. Can Natron means business? He was like a one-man show on offense. Oh, the swing, he's going to make this 7 yards.
And this is such great effort. He gets hit 4 yards short of that first down, and he almost made it within 6 inches.
They are short. John Connie does not get to say goodnight, everybody. And San Diego actually blows the lead in the 9th inning as the quarterback. It was horrible. I can say it was horrible. And the Raiders win by the count of 7-6 on the bomb at the end. 27 punts, totaling 1,231 yards in the game. I think you can drive from Oakland to San Diego and back.
Consecutive week behind an awfully shaky Leaf.
Ryan Leaf threw a miserable pass.
The misery lasted all afternoon as Oakland tallied 4 interceptions and held the Chargers to 78 passing yards. But the Raider offense was not exempt from the ineptitude. For 58.5 minutes of futility, the Raiders suffered through 5 quarterback sacks, a mere 18 yards rushing, only 5 first downs, and an NFL record 16 punts. Trailing 6-0 in the final minutes, backup Wade Wilson's only completion of the game resulted in Oakland's only score.
Back to pass, has time. Goes deep up the left side for Jett. He's got it! Into 30, 20, 10. He scored a touchdown! I can't believe what I just seen!
San Diego's devastating loss led to the firing of coach Kevin Gilbride, who was replaced by quarterback coach June Jones on Tuesday.
Cincinnati Bengals. Donald Hollis starting at quarterback. It's that famed Hollis to Tim Brown touchdown you've heard about for years for the Raiders, 7-0.
Yeah, Tim Brown on rookie Artrell Hawkins gets a little bit of a lead on him right there. You can see Artrell Hawkins trying to catch up. Just a good move to the back of the end zone by Timmy Brown.
Second quarter, Napoleon Kaufman, 8 yards. Bob Boylston, the umpire run over. What a bad day it was for the umpires. Bob had to leave with a broken right hip, and we hope he's going to be okay. Same drive, Napoleon Kaufman, 7 yards. 21 carries for $111 in the first half alone. Later on in the drive, 4th and goal. Oh, that swarming Bengal defense stuffs him and knocks him out of bounds. The Bengals take over on down. 1st and 10 at their own 28. Neil O'Donnell to Damon Gibson. Oh, Darrell Russell hammers him with a clothesline. Eventually, that would be a Corey Dillon touchdown, and we're tied at 7-all. 14-7 Raiders. Second quarter, Darrell Russell with the hit on O'Donnell. Fumble. Lance Johnstone, romancing the Johnstone, scores. 40 yards, 21-7. There it is. They lead at 27-10. Jeff Blake in for Bruce Cosley. Eric Allen with the juggling act finishes off the Bengals. And the Raiders win it 27-10 despite 9 of 21 throwing for Donald Hollis. The Raiders did sack Bengal quarterback 6 times. The Raiders are 5-2 despite being outscored this year. They've given up 127 points. They've scored only 115. But you know what? They don't care. They're in second place trying to chase down those problems.
For a raging storm from Cincinnati. Eventually, the skies cleared and Hollis fired a perfect rainbow to Tim Brown. Hollis's first scoring pass in 6 years was quickly followed by a second.
Up and throw deep. Jett got it. 10, 5, touchdown. James Jett.
With the lead, the top-ranked Raider defense, led by number 21 Eric Allen, shot down the Bengal air attack. Regardless of who was at quarterback, the Raiders tormented Bengal passers all day. Oakland would force 3 turnovers, returning 1 for their 3rd defensive touchdown of the season.
Lost out, and he is sacked. He fumbled the ball. It's picked up by
This week may determine if the Raiders are back or just teasing as they meet the Seahawks.